Okay, now we're going to create a web design project. So we'll come up here to the top to where it says New, come down, click Project. And I'm going to call this project Pixel Perfect. Next, we'll come to the right, and where it says Project Categories, we'll click Add New Category. And I'm going to create the category Web Design. Click Add New Category, and you can see it added the category Web Design. Next, we'll come down here and we'll click Set Featured Image. Come up here, click Upload Files, select Files, and I'm going to navigate to my portfolio folder, Images, Web Design, Image, and I'm going to choose this image here. Once your image is finished uploading, you'll come down to the bottom right and click Set Featured Image. And now you can see it set the featured image. I'm going to scroll up here and I'm going to click the Publish button. And that will publish the project. Once you see it says Post Published, come down here and click Use the Divi Builder. And we'll come over here and click Build on the front end. Okay, we're going to clone the existing page again. So we'll come down here and click Choose Page. We'll come up here and click the Your Saved Layouts tab. And we'll click Gallery Page Layout. You can see it's uploading the layout. We'll come up here and we'll click the gear icon. And I'm going to change the title. I'm going to save the changes. I'm going to go ahead and trash this gallery module by clicking the trash can here. I'm going to click the gray circle. And I'm going to add an image module. So I'll type image. Click image. I'm going to go ahead and upload the image. I'm going to upload this image here. I'm going to save the changes. That looks good. Next, what I want to do is I'm going to add a new section and I'm going to title it Related Projects. And this will show projects that are related to web design. So I'll come down here and I'll click the blue circle to add a new section. I'll click Regular. I'm going to choose a one column row. And I'm going to choose a text module, so I'll type text. Click Text. Right now I'm going to save this to close it because I want to add a background color. So I'll come over here and click the gear icon. I'll click Background, Add Background Color, and I have my background color ready. So I'll go to my website folder. And here it is right here. I'm going to copy that. Close this. Right click and paste. I'll save the changes. Next, what I want to do is I want to make this row wider. So I'll come into the row settings and click the gear icon. Click Design, Sizing. And I'm going to change this to 90%. So I'll type 90. I'll copy this, right click and paste. I'll go ahead and save the changes. Now what we're going to do is change this to a title that says Related Projects. So I'll click the gear icon. I'm going to go ahead and delete this dummy text and type Related Projects. I'm going to highlight this and make it an H2. And I'm going to center align it. I'm going to go to Design, Heading Text, H2, and I'm going to make this Montserrat as well. I'll leave it regular. I'm going to make the heading 2 text color white. And I'm going to increase the size. I want it to be much larger. We'll go to 42. There we go. That looks good. I'm going to go ahead and save the changes. And I'm going to save the page. Okay, next what we're going to do is I'm going to add a module. And I want it to be a portfolio module. So I'll click the gray circle and I'll start typing portfolio. I'm going to click portfolio. And because this is going to be a related project, you can see it adds all the projects we created already. So what I need to do is choose a category, and because this is a related project, I'm going to choose graphic design because that's related to web design in many ways. So I'll click this box here. And now you can see it deleted the other project categories. What I want to do is I want to get rid of the category here. So I'm going to close this, open elements, and I'm going to click this off. And I'm going to click off pagination as well. That way I only show the title. And by the way, if we go to content, you can change the post count. Let's say you wanted to show more than just one. You could change this to 20 or 30 or whatever, or 4. So I'll just leave that like it is. Next, what I want to do is go to design and click layout. I don't want this to be so big. It's a full width, as you can see. So I'm going to click here and choose grid. And now you can see it's a grid layout. And if I go back to content and I would choose these other two categories, you can see it would create a grid. So I'll get rid of these. There we go. I'm going to go back to design. I'm going to click overlay. And you can see it's the white overlay with the blue icon again. So I want this overlay to be exactly the same as the wildlife overlay we created. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to save the page. I'm going to come up here and exit the Visual Builder. I'm going to come over here, right click dashboard, open link in new tab. I'm going to slide this over. And once you're on the dashboard, we'll come down to the left where it says projects and we'll click all projects. And here are all the projects we've created so far. So we'll go to the wildlife project, and where it says view, we're going to click the view button. And that'll take us to the wildlife project page. I'm going to come up here and click enable Visual Builder. I'm going to come down and click the gear icon to get into the gallery module. I'm going to click design, overlay. And you see these 3 blue dots here? I'm going to click those, and I'm going to click Copy Overlay Styles. I'll go ahead and click the X because I'm not making any changes. And I'll close this tab. And it says changes you may not be saved. That's fine. I'm going to leave. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. I'm going to scroll back down, click the gear icon. I'm going to click the Design tab, click Overlay. And these 3 blue dots, I'm going to click those and click Paste Overlay Styles. And now if I hover over here, you can see it's the same overlay as on the wildlife page. That's how easy it is. Now I'm going to show you how to create a border on each side of this image here. So I'm going to go to Image. And where it says Image Border Styles, I'm going to click the right border. And down here, Image Right Border Width, I'm going to click and drag to the right. And as I do, you can see it adds a border and it gets thicker. Right here you can see, and here as well. I'm going to make it 6 pixels. I'm going to make it blue. And where it says Image Right Border Style, I'm going to choose Ridge. And you can see it has a dark blue line and a light blue line. Next I'm going to put a border on the left side. I'm going to make it 6 pixels as well. I'm going to make it blue. And for the Image Left Border Style, I'm going to make it Groove. And now you can see it has a nice symmetrical look. That looks good. Now I want to add a box shadow. So I'll come to Image Box Shadow. And I'm going to choose this one. And you can see it has a box shadow on the bottom. Last but not least, I want to style this title text. So I'll click Title Text. And I'm going to leave it as default, regular. I'm going to make it blue. And I'm going to increase the size to 20 pixels. That looks good. I'm going to save the changes. I'm going to open the menu here. I'm going to save the page. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to save this section because I want to add it to our Polygon Portraits page. So I'm going to come up here to the section settings and I'm going to click this down arrow. And I'm going to save this section to the library. So I'm going to give it the name Related Projects. And I'm going to create a new category, Portfolio. And then I'll click Save the Library. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit the Visual Builder. And I'm going to scroll back down here and I'm going to click on our Polygon Portrait here. And that takes us to our Polygon Portraits page. So I'll enable the Visual Builder. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click this blue circle to add a new section. And this time I'm going to click Add from Library. And what I'm going to do is click the Related Projects here. And there you can see it added our Related Projects section. Now what I need to do is change this because it's Polygon Portraits and we're already on Polygon Portraits. So I need to change this to our Pixel Perfect web design because that's our Related Projects here. So I'll come into the gear module here. And this time I'm going to include the web design category and I'll get rid of the graphic design category. And there we go. I'll save the changes. And now we have on the Polygon Portraits page, our related project is web design, Pixel Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and save the page. And now what I'm going to do is exit the Visual Builder. And I just want to show you our sliding gallery here. If I click on it, it makes it larger and we can just click through the slideshow. I love these polygon animals. It's really neat. Just like that, and we can turn it off. And we can also click through it here by clicking these arrows.